Tonight, from Portland, Oregon, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Tanyan, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Mahomes.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Smith catches left side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
What's the deal, y'all?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Mahomes firing complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A 5-yard gain. brings up second down.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on it, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This offense makes their way back out. It's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3. At the
now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That catch good for only a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 75 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be
hooked in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Eluding the pressure. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
On the keeper. A fumble on the
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the play.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll find Gabriel Davis. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Singletary, the ball.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Made at the 36-yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in from a touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Jefferson.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Cook. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Down at the 31. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
On the carry.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On the ground, it's Cook. Down right around the 25.
Dalvin Cook, the Vikings.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Vikings 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come into his direction.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Lumberjacks 10, Vikings 3.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD. And
right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. 16 yards, a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. 7 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. 35-28, the final, as they win by a touchdown. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Minnesota.
Now here's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll find Williams on the slant.
To Mike Williams. It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The Viking ball carrier.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
The 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Mahomes pass.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A 5-yard pickup on the
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Cook.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Minnesota.
They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Jake Elliott.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically, they got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Singletary incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, You have to win to put yourself in that position.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Working from the gun, Mahomes to Jefferson on the slant. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. 41 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Got him, man. It's Tanyan complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
T.Y. Hilton, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Tanyan underneath.
The pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And 4 at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
4th down. They'll
try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
One's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
Lumberjacks, 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The situation for him offensively as follows. down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They're feeding Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Huge first down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it.
23 yards, the final tally. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Daniil Hunter, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.